Alright, just a quick YouTube update. Hello, it's Kinninigan. I thought about something overnight and I got an email this morning. I've been in contact with the person who sent me these books because he said, Kitty, if you need it, alright, just go do it because I understand. He donated some occult books to me. And listen, I priced these books out. I could sell about 6 of these books right now and probably bring in about $2,000 to $3,000 all day. I wouldn't need to argue with people about the condition of the book because if you're buying these books from me, you're going to pay what I ask, and there's not going to be any, well, there's an adrenochrome stain on page 666, and this book looks like it was read. Yeah, one of my books does look like it was read. It was probably read by a black magician. That is the book I'm showing you right here at eBay, the Magica Sexualis. I have a copy of this book in better condition than the one listed here at eBay, and it's listed at $599. The average price of this book, yeah, $325. And I have a few other. I have a book from the 1951 Parsusius. It was written by a wizard. If that book was a collector's edition, it's not the collector's edition, but if it was, $2,000 all day. Why? These are books written by wizards and black magicians. So, I thought about something. I am not selling these books. Yes, it would get me out of debt. $1,000 to $2,000 right now would probably be all I need to completely get out of debt and feel better about myself. It's not a whole lot of money, but do I want to sell these books and put them in the wrong hands? I think the person that sent me these books realized that Kitty is not going to put a pentagram on the floor and summon a demon because he needs money. Or the other thing, sell the books because you need money. So, I'm not selling them. The only way you ever... now, I am going to show this book on video one day and show you why I'm not selling it. These are not books that you just go to Barnes & Noble and find, okay? In fact, if I was already advised, Kenny, if you did sell these, the people that are going to want to buy these are Masons and black magicians. And that's why I said there's no negotiating with the price, because I know what you're buying them for. To enhance your occult library, pun intended, right? I'm telling you right now, there's some books behind me that some new level occultists and maybe even people that follow this YouTube channel, you would love to sit down and read my library. Some of the books that I have sitting behind me, I had no idea what I was sitting on until I actually, did some, I wanted to see what these books were selling for and the rarity of them. Oh, and he's got other ones too that are even more rare than these, he told me. He said, but it's the idea of not getting them in the wrong hands. I'd probably regret it. Yeah, I'd temporarily get out of debt, but if my goal is to stop the practice of black magic around the world and to destroy the Illuminati and secret societies, selling books to members of it would not help my cause. It would be like, okay, so, no. Okay, Crazy Ivan, I'm not selling the books. Alright? I had enough money to just go out today and get a pack of smokes, which is fine. I live day by day now, but yeah, I could easily get out of debt. This person selling this book for $600 on eBay. I think mine is in better condition than that. Holy shit, this one's all frayed. See, the reason why these books, the condition don't matter, because, oh, it's red. Yeah, it was red. It was read by a wizard. Look at the pictures in here. There's a demon on the cover. And when you open up the first page of the book, it's a court order from when the Church of Satan tried to... Not the Church of Satan, because this is 1934. This is before the Church of Satan. But the government tried to shut down the practice of Satanism. And they actually got a copy of the court document in the first page of the book. Like, oh, look what we did. Oh, please. The Magical Sexualis. 1934. No doubt that this book would have been, at that time, highly sought after by occultists such as the Nazis. The Hitler the SS would love to have a copy of this book. And anyone that was a student of Crowley, because this is Thelema. This is the magical sexualis. And it ain't about sexy pictures, let me tell you. Yeah, you want to see witches getting raped by I'm not, all right, let's not even go there. The book is, it exudes evil. That's what I'm telling you right now. I already did a white sage smudge on this book, and actually, I got a piece of selenite in front of it. That was given to me by a sub. So, yeah, not that I'm worried that demons are going to start flying out of the book. That takes intent, okay? And I don't have the intent, so not selling the books. On another note, I've been following this whole Hogwarts Legacy thing, and I really want to kick things up a notch from a spiritual standpoint, and not just get bogged down in the issue of what's a man, what's a woman. How about we include more people into this group of people, which could also potentially involve strippers and trans, and that's the idea of body modification in general, plastic surgery. Are you no different if you have breast implants than if you have transgender surgery? Because you are manipulating and changing the natural order of what was naturally created. Is someone going in for plastic surgery for their nose no different than someone going in for plastic surgery to become and get their junk cut off? Sound a little harsh? Maybe it is. But I figured if I opened up the envelope to a bigger group of people and said this is an issue that involves men, women, whatever you identify as, this is an issue of just body modification in general. Tattoos are forbidden in the Bible. I have friends with tattoos. I thought about getting a tattoo. Does that mean, do I think my friends are going right to hell? No. They have a right to do what they want. I have friends, used to have friends, back when I was a rave DJ, not hanging around too many girls like that anymore, but I've seen girls, they come to the club one week and their boobs are 3 times bigger and they're not bouncing as much on the dance floor. What'd you do? Uh, yeah. Because I used to, there was a lot of like wealthy, so, yuppie women. Is that what you call them? I used to go to those clubs, very wealthy, and they were all into that kind of stuff. And I always found women naturally beautiful. Don't modify yourself. So that's a bigger thing I want to go into. Oh, that's really going to stir up the hornet's nest now, isn't it? I'm not talking about anyone that just gets that type of thing. I'm talking about anyone that gets any kind of body modification in general. I actually had a philosophical thought about that in the eyes of what would be seen through God. Whether you want to go in for the transformer surgery or you're a stripper that wants to get bigger boobs and some butt implants, are both of them just as wrong in the eyes from a Christian standpoint? Yeah, let's open that discussion up, Harry Potter haters. Because you know what? A lot of liberals are into body modification, not just the transformer surgery, because they're not happy with themselves. Look at Hollywood, and they're addicted to Botox and adrenochrome. I'm not even sugar. That's the truth. And what are those things used for? Immortality, youthfulness, but it's a fake youthfulness. Yeah, there's nothing more disturbingly ugly on this planet than a 75-year-old, Botoxed up Hollywood adrenochrome, washed up actor that can only go on film after she's applied 10 pounds of makeup on her face. I'm not joking. I've seen real pictures of Hollywood actresses without their war paint on, as you might say. You don't want to see these people on 4K video. That's all I'm saying. Jennifer Aniston. A lot of people think she's a pretty girl. No, yeah. Have you ever seen the real Jennifer Aniston without makeup on, like filmed in public? Oh my God. you start to realize these people are not as pretty as you might think. It's very false. And how does all this tie together? Well, this is part of why I am not selling these books. That whole agenda of body modification, tattoos, breast implants, Botox, nose surgeries, is very rooted in the occult of all things. Um, yeah, so and there's a whole thing about this, and Aleister Crowley of all people taught about it. That's why that Aleister Crowley lecture is only on my Patreon right now because I talk about the reasons of the trans agenda, not from the communist standpoint of feminizing American age fighting men. Well, that's one angle. The real occultic reason for it. And it's to subvert religion. It's actually a form of blasphemy. And it even ties in with, sadly, the Catholic Church and how there are transgender priests that people don't know they're transgender and they shouldn't be doing Catholic Mass, but they are. And it's a subversion towards religion. So that's my occult rant for this morning with all this crazy stuff going on. I don't even, the whole Harry Potter thing and Hogwarts Legacy, the idiots would have, one, you would have shut down that debate and realized it would have served a bigger tool to indoctrinate children into the occult with witchcraft and Satanism, which was what Rowling was originally accused of. That I could deal with. The fact that I don't even know what she says. Do you know that all the bullshit going around about Hogwarts Legacy and J.K. Rowling, 75% of the people on social media don't even know what she said because no one's even telling people what she said. They're saying she's a TERF, and people are like, well, what the fuck is a TERF? I don't know what a TERF is. You mean like AstroTurf that goes on a football field? You're making up words every day. You're a cis, you're BIPOC, you're TERF. People have no idea what you're talking about. You want me to start talking Philly slang up in this joint? Because you have no idea what I'm talking about if I whip the slang out. So you want to go with your new age generation, whatever slang, calling people TERFs and BIPOCs and cisses. People don't know what it means. It's like me if I walked up to you one of you California liberals and I said, "Yo, where's the John at?" You wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. What's a John? It sounds racist. What's a John? John. Oh God. All right. So that's off my rant. I'm a little enthusiastic. I got some coffee in me today, and I'm about to commit haram and eat some sausage. Yeah, no, it's not haram. Not if you're Catholic. Anyway, besides, at the end of the day, I don't care what you think. Eating sausage is not as bad as body modification in general. So yeah, there goes the new angle I'm going to take things. How about just body modification in general? Let's stop turning it into that issue. And secondly, I'm not the only one getting disgusted by it. There are a lot of, I'd say, alpha males getting disgusted by it. And it's you Twitch streamers going around and bullying women that want to play Hogwarts Legacy on Twitch. I do not like seeing women getting bullied on. And you are treating women like shit on Twitch because they want to play a video game. You're no better than the agenda you're trying to expose. You engage in bullying and gossip, which are both tools of Lucifer. So, yeah, go take that one, shove it up your whatever. Your front hole. Is that what it's called now? Oh, let's not even go there, Kenny. But no, you're not. You want me to get into real details on things? Because I'll go to Pornhub and make videos exposing that agenda. You know, half the people you see at Pornhub in those movies aren't what you think. A lot of those companies have satanic names like Devil Films and Fallen Angel Productions. The other half's used for money laundering for the mafia and stuff like that. But hey, it's none of my business, right? You liberals in California who have a whole city devoted to the porn industry are going to sit on your high horse. Look, it's not working out for you. Going around, look, I know men in Philly that if you were to go around and bully their sisters or their wives or their friends or girlfriends, you're going to mess around and find out. You disrespect women in public around people that I hang out with in the organization I'm a member of. These are bikers. You're going to mess around and find out. Yeah. Let someone at a bar hear you call a woman a cunt or something because she doesn't want to go on a date with you. I've seen it. Yeah, it doesn't because the alpha males are not the ones that typically do that to women. Nor do they go around on Twitch and bully them. So how about we just cut that issue and just talk about the whole idea of body modification in general? Yeah. And as I said, don't make me an offer on this book. I could sell this book for $420 all day on eBay, but I'd regret it. I wouldn't be happy with myself. It'd get into the wrong hands. We don't need any more black magicians on this planet. Secondly, here's the, all right, here's I'm coughing over something else. Wink, wink. Um, here's where I'm going to end it. You just want to bring in the new world order, right? End the long night and bring the dawn. Yeah, I know where that metaphor comes from in Game of Thrones. It's the dawn of a new day. Remember Barack Obama's campaign logo, the sun rising over the mountains? The new world order. Well, wouldn't you want to have more pagans and black magicians in the new world order? Because once you get that transformer surgery, you cannot become an effective black magician, nor can you become enlightened. If you want to become a Buddhist, it's not going to happen because you mess up your chakras, mainly your sex chakra. They don't tell you that at the doctor's office, do they? Well, you realize you're not going to be able to activate your pineal gland or your kundalini ever. Why? Because you're messing up your sex chakra. The body is a well oiled machine. And just like with any machine, you go in and start changing parts, it's not going to operate like it was originally intended. And the fact that I have to speak cryptically about this, it's 2023. Can we speak like adults yet? I used to be able to talk like an adult in the 80s when I was only 10 years old. I could talk about this stuff to anyone, not worry about getting canceled or banned. Um, yeah, in the 80s, gay rights was a thing. They got their rights, but now that community doesn't even want to be associated with you psychopaths because you hijack them, just like you do everything else. It's almost as bad as I know, like occultists that'll be on YouTube trying to preach to people about Jesus in the church. And if you don't believe this, then you're anti-God and you're anti-religion. Yeah, get out of here with that. So, body modification in general, is that a sin? And we don't even got to get into specifics. I don't care if you're getting a chin implant or cutting your junk off or getting your taco made into a burrito. Oh yeah, they're good. I own that line. I see that on a T-shirt. You owe me copyright money. I turned my taco into a burrito. All right, I'm done. That's good. That really is a good one. That's so racist. You're racist and Mexican. Yeah, whatever. Well, is it any worse than Dr. Jill offering the Mexican immigrants tacos when she went to the place? Okay, so the occult books are not for sale. I'll show them on the stream now. How's that sound? I will show you the books I'm not selling, and you will see why I am not selling them. And we'll even smudge some white sage when I do that stream. And we'll bring the cats in. Cats are very. Dougal is not going to let you come in my house. Demons, devil can't come in your house unless they're invited. Well, how do you read the How do you read the occult books and not unleash evil upon yourself? Well, that'd be saying like if I was in the FBI in the mind crimes unit studying serial killers, does it make me a serial killer myself now? Does it? No. It takes intent, like I said. A Satanist can read the Bible. Doesn't mean his soul's going to be redeemed right away, right? Works both ways. Except to invoke the name of Jesus, you don't have to do all these fancy rituals and cleansing, lesser banishing of the pentagram, not eating meat for 24 hours, engaging in eating of sperm cakes, eyes wide shut, promiscuous orgy ahead of time. Oh, that's the other thing we need to talk about with Hogwarts Legacy. You just want me to decode the occult symbolism in it? There's very, very heavy occult symbolism with the wearing of masks. Yeah, I gotta show you them. In fact, that would be a good idea for a video. I need to boot up Hogwarts Legacy and give you an occult fashion show. How does that sound? As far as the occult books I have, well, not really that I'm looking for any company to come over. It's more of a joke, but you're welcome to come over and read them, but you're not leaving with them. And you're not casting black magic in my house. So, look, I'm fully transparent with the guy that sent me the books. And he said it's your choice at the end. He says, I don't blame you. He says, everyone gets in a bind in life. And not that many people like me had the option to say, well, okay, I'm in a little financial trouble right now, but there's some very rich black magicians, because there are. That's how you become rich, selling your soul to Satan. And these books, $500 is nothing to these people. They want the book more than they care about that money. Money comes and goes. The Magical Sexualis from 1934 does not come and go that easily. And these books, when you find them, they're not in great condition because they were heavily read. The one I have, I'm pretty sure it was used by a black magician. It looks like it was well studied. It's got a little bit of this, but look at the condition of these books, and they're still getting $325 on eBay. Look at that. You can't do this with other books, because they're book snobs. You got no coffee stain on here. I'm only going to give you $100 as opposed to $1,000. Well, I ain't playing that game. If I was to sell these books, I wouldn't even play that game with anyone. It's like you take it or leave it, because you could set the reserve on. But no, we're not selling them. So that's it. The only book I'm looking to sell is my own. How does that sound? So if you could support the channel, I would appreciate it. A little bit of money goes a long way for me. I do have options, but I'm not going to. I'm not selling my 1973 Stratocaster guitar. That's worth a decent amount of money. I'm going to actually get my guitar hands back in shape. Music is going to help me out. I stopped playing for a while when I had the tooth pain because I just couldn't sit there and play. I wound up dealing with my tooth pain by pulling my own teeth out. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And I want to get back to playing. Springtime is a great time to start picking up a guitar and playing again. The weather gets nice. I was pretty decent. Anyway, good morning, Babylon. That's all for my rant. So let's turn the tables on the woke crowd and turn this in from. I don't even know what a turf is. Actually, I do. I do know what a turf is, but I just like I'm supposed to know what a turf is because I saw a comment somewhere and people are like, "J.K. Rowling's a turf." And some ladies like, "What is a turf? Like, what are you talking about?" I've seen black people going, "What the hell is a BIPOC? What are you calling me? A biracial person of color?" No, I'm black. I'm African American. Whatever. At the end of the day, no, it's I'm American. I'm a human. I'm an earthling. Okay. Divide and conquer is a metaphor that comes from the Tower of Babel in Babylon. So you want to engage in it, you're going to win stupid prizes. So let's just up the whole thing to not making it that issue, which is really sensitive topic right now, right? Although these people that want to cancel people, they don't have any power. Look at Hogwarts Legacy, making more money than any Disney film that just came out. And I wasn't joking. I said they need to do the Wagadoo School of Magic thing. Secondly, no one commented on the video, but yeah, you can only go see Azkaban in Hogwarts Legacy if you play as a Hufflepuff, which I did. That was really cool. 420 subs. Oh, that's worth a video title. 420 subs. Woo woo. And body modification. See, that's a word that I can use and not get canceled. Why? Because these people want you to, right? They want you to buy them silicone boobies and Botox and chin implants and I don't know what that. I don't know what Kim Kardashian is anymore, but isn't? Could you imagine Kim Kardashian in the 1800s trying to put a bustle dress on? What she would look like? Oh my, please. I'm not even. Look, I'll be honest. If women are, I'm a Leo. Look, I'm attracted to women, no doubt about that. But there are just some freaks in Hollywood that do absolutely nothing for me or never had done anything for me, and Kim is one of them. I don't know what that thing has become, but it just makes me sick that she's so propped up in like Daily Mail and Instagram. And please, there are a lot more naturally beautiful women on planet Earth. We all know that. So let's just turn it to the issue of body modification. That way you don't have to be dragged down as being called a TERF or a bigot or a feminist or a misogynist. No, I'm talking about any body modification. I got my ears pierced. I did that myself when I was a teenager. Does that technically count? I guess so. I'm gonna have to talk to St. Peter when I get to the gates. Like, come on, man, you know why I did this. I went through that heavy metal phase when I was going to like Marilyn Manson concerts, and I thought I was a Satanist, but then I grew out of it really quick. Like when I went in the military, I went. Yeah, I was a teenager. I went through that phase. I was like, "F the world, yeah." I I was around when Marilyn Manson first came out. I saw him in concert 2 times. I saw White Zombie, Pantera. I went through that whole phase in the 90s. Then I was a raver. First, I was in the death metal. Then I was in the classic rock. Then I was in the gangster rap. And then I hit 20 years old and realized that they were all just Now I listen to anything from Run DMC, NWA to Mozart. It depends what mood I'm in. If you ever ask me what kind of music I listen to, I'll just whatever mood I'm in. People look at me like I'm crazy. So, good morning. How was that rant today? Besides, you know what? Hey, black magicians. If your black magic was really that good, wouldn't you just be able to modify? It's called transmutation, I think, or transfiguration. Shouldn't you just be able to use some sheeny voodoo magic to change your bodily appearance at will? Kind of like the reptilians do? You wake up, oh my god, I need to show you the old school Andrew Dice Clay jokes about that subject. They wouldn't even allow that. And that was only for 1985. Come on, man. Where he said, what do these people do? Flip a coin in the morning. They wake up. It's I'm a chick. Tails. I'm a dude. But he said it a little differently. I can't say that on YouTube. I grew up watching Sam Kinison, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Andrew Dice Clay, Roseanne Barr. I don't find any comedians nowadays funny at all. But Roseanne is making a comeback. That's why I'm talking about it. I think what you're going to see again in 2023 is the woke is going to collapse upon itself. And I don't think we should cheer it because these people at the end of the day, they need mental help. And I'm not here to judge souls. They've been used by an agenda that they think is loyal to them or cares about them. They don't. And yeah. Yeah, and you got that right. That book cover has demons on it. I'm not even joking about that. I'll show it to you on video later. It's got oh look, riding a broomstick. I showed you with the this book. Yeah. It's got a lot of pictures in it too. Oh, look at the basket full of dead babies. Did you see that? Did you see all little dead babies in the basket? Oh, how beautiful is that? Look. Yes, there are babies sitting in a basket next to whatever these things are. Why won't I sell this book? Anyway, if you could support the channel, all the links are in the description. No, none of the occult books are for sale. I'm sorry. We don't need any more black magicians, and it's not helping my cause. It's, but I definitely will show this book on a stream, show you what's inside of it. We could do that one day. Any questions or comments, leave them below. And thanks to the 420 subs. And I think we need to have a Hogwarts fashion show. Let me show you all the eyes wide shut masks you can find in this game. It's crazy. And there's something to that. Me? I'm going to just tell you this. There's a difference between sex and love. And for me, being attracted to women, I don't want them wearing masks when I'm like making out with them. I want to see their face, right? Just saying. So that idea of putting masks on, like eyes wide shut with the orgy scene, there's some more sinister things behind that. And your disassociation from the emotion known as quote unquote love. Lust is a sin. Love isn't. So if you don't know the difference between the two, but I'm only mentioning this because you might think that the Magica Sexualis talks about sex. You are highly, highly wrong. They only use that because it makes it sound appealing. But what does dead babies in a basket have to do with sex? Except how they're made. Right. Any questions or comments, leave them below. God bless and take care.